up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, back with a brand new week here. We're back to playing football. Week 4 of the college football season after the Buckeyes get a little bye. And we can't wait to talk with you guys. I'm Timmy Hall. The Boat Man is back there running things, producing this fine show. And with me here tonight, Tuesdays and Thursdays, everybody, this time of the year, our man, Tyvis Powell.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Tyvis.
I made it back from the big house. Fine. I had a little parking issue though. Like,
I'm not surprised. They probably tried to screw with you, didn't they? Like, they saw you. They had somebody. They had a new Connor Stallion that was spying on you. They saw your white, SUV. Like, that's Tyvis Powell. That's the guy that picked off the pass in the end zone. That's the guy that's wrecked us, a few times in the past. Make sure we mess with him, we screw with him, we get him the $50 parking tickets.
I truly feel like that was the thing. So what happened was our field producer had my parking pass, and she was like, but don't worry, it's in the same spot that it was in last year. So I knew exactly where it was. And when I got there, I was like, I am with the Big Ten, blah, 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 blah. My manager got my parking pass, but I should still be good. And they made me sit there. And then my manager couldn't get to me. So I had to, drive out of the parking lot, go all the way around and do this end around thing.
Oh, man.
Is
there anything worse than that?
It was a whole deal. And I'm just like, you could have just let me just park the car. Like, why do you think I would lie? So, yeah, I had that.
I hate those kinds of situations. Do you ever, you're doing this a lot now, and I can remember being younger in the biz and you're given assignments to go out and cover events, right? Mm-hmm. And that becomes a part of your job. And when you're young, you want to impress everybody and you don't want to, make mistakes. You want to control what you can control. Mm-hmm. But I always would get super nervous when they were new places and everybody else that's there has been doing this for 5 to 10, some of these guys 20, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
And they all know where they're going like the back of their hand. And you don't quite know if someone's going to want to hold out a helping hand
yeah.
and the notice that you're the young guy. It's oh, don't worry. Here's where we go for the press box entrance. Here's where we go for home team, post-game interviews.
Yeah.
Here's where we go for visitor interviews. It could be a little,
it could be a free fall at times.
Daunting. I'll never forget. The old head football coach at Wake Forest. So I was in North Carolina. I was covering a North Carolina Tar Heels Wake Forest Demon Deacons football game. Mm-hmm. And this was one where the station actually told me to take a vehicle, which was nice enough to drive my own car, but go out to Winston-Salem, a couple hours drive, cover this football game. Because one of our home teams in the Triangle, where I was living, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill at the time, was playing. So do the game, and I have to get some help, to get to the press box area, get the parking and all that. First time I'd ever been there, right? So, you don't know the traffic cone situation. Now I go to the Schottenstein Center, I know what lane to be in, and I'm kind of chirping and snickering at other drivers who maybe are going, with a parking permit or maybe going for the first time with, their friend's parking pass or something. I don't quite know. I'm like, God, will you get over? I'm in this lane. Move out of the way. Wow. I know I'm going.
See that?
I'll do that to myself. I wouldn't do that in front of them. I'll be cognizant.
In the car, you'll be saying that.
In the car, I'm doing that.
Yes.
So I get to the point where it's time to go do post game. And again, I don't know where I'm going. And I asked a couple people, and they kind of gave me half answers. Yeah. I was writing down notes. I was trying to pay attention, and I'm looking out the press box at the facility because it kind of separates. The stadium wasn't completely connected at the time. Yeah. So you have to kind of walk around the edge and then back into their locker room and training facility all there on the south side of the end zone. So I'm looking and trying to read what door. He's okay. Did he say the first door? Or was that door behind it? So it kind of looks like those are the double doors right there that you mentioned. So I get in there, and before long, I realize that I am not in the area where the press conferences are taking place. I was let in to Wake Forest's locker room, and Jim Grobe, the head football coach at the time, is giving the winning speech to his team. And I'm just standing in there, silent, and once I'm in there and like they started to get together, I'm like, oh crap.
Well,
I just got to the back of the room by a door, but I didn't want to open it because it would make too much noise. And it was the worst. I hate that feeling.
At least you got access that nobody else had at the time.
I did turn my microphone on just to see
the situation,
just to see what it would pick up. And it's not like I was able to go up there and but I was able to hear the speech like in background noise. And it was kind of cool. And I told that story afterwards, and I immediately got out of there and actually went the back way and followed Jim Grobe as he was weaving his way to the press conference.
So you got to where you needed to be.
So I got to where I needed to be, and people were like, where the heck were you? I was like, oh, don't worry about it.
Well, the good news for me is the places that we're going, there's only a couple of places this year that we haven't been to. Obviously, this weekend, I'm going to Washington, which I'm mad at Bodie. Because
that's an old place. You've lived in that city.
True, but every time, you know how close I was last week to saying Washington on national TV? Because
that's how you say it, right?
I said Washington and then I had to stop myself like I ain't on the radio because you got that just.
That's how Ron Stokes says it on the broadcast.
Washington.
Dwayne Washington.
The Washington Commanders. Yeah, be careful there. But
they want their old name back. The family wants them.
Oh, yeah.
Back.
Sure, we'll never stop talking about that, right? Maybe Jaden Daniels will throw a touchdown pass this season.
I wish he would. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah, we'll see. They won a football game, but he's not planning on throwing any touchdowns. But that's good. You went up to Michigan. I think Arkansas State could have won the football game if you actually decided to suit up for them.
Yeah, I got to talk to Tony Alford.
How's Tony?
He's doing well.
As the running game up there.
Yeah. Well, I think they running back had like a pretty good game. I think he had like 150 or something like that.
Yeah, that's Arkansas State.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, they got
USC. They got USC coming to town this weekend.
They got a lot they got to fix because that don't look that great. So yeah.
Yeah. Why weren't you doing this game? What do they have set up for USC Michigan?
Oh, probably one of the big networks probably got it.
Are we doing an ESPN game day? I know it's a CBS game.
Oh,
so it'll be on 10 TV.
So CBS got it, yeah.
It's 3:30 kickoff.
Yeah. So
you can cram more tailgates. You can do a 10 o'clock.
Fox get their first pick,
Mm-hmm.
so they get the noon. Then CBS picks, then NBC picks, and then whatever's left, that's the Big Ten picks out of that. So
your game's going to be on FS1 though. The Northwestern Washington, that'll be on FS1, not Big Ten Network.
Yeah. But I think they just did that to be out there because they want to show love to the 4 schools. So we're going to every one, and they just picked this one. And I don't like when we do the show, we're still doing it. It's going to be 7 o'clock in the morning out there. So we won't have no fans, no nothing. It'll just be me and Mike sitting inside the stadium talking.
Well, I think it's going to be a good show. And I think you're going to be dressed nicely because they're up in your wardrobe.
I hope this is only
making you wear suit jackets.
I think this better be just a 1 week thing.
Oh, it's going to be good.
I got to go get me a new jacket. None of my suit jackets fit anymore. I got big.
It's because you keep doing all these push-ups and you keep doing arm curls in the studio in the middle of breaks.
That's where it's at. I put on my old suit jacket, and it's literally in my shoulder and in my arms. It's like tight.
Stop doing that, man.
Well, I'm addicted to lifting. Like I can't stop.
Yes, you can. You look terrific.
Can't stop.
Look at us today too. Look at us, the black t-shirt boys today. For everybody watching on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
I'm just in a routine. You know how I'm a routine type of guy. Like
pull the chain out. What are you doing?
I keep it tucked.
Pull the chain out.
I keep it tucked.
I already saw you back there. The chain was dangling all over the place.
Once you brought it up, I was like, oh, it fell out, so I tucked it back in.
Get out of here.
That's exactly.
You liked it. You are such a liar. That chain was out. You liked it.
Tim, I'm telling you.
I got the gold. I got the silver.
Humble guy, my wife's going to a fair with the kids today.
Oh, that's lovely.
Like a Delaware fair or something like that.
That's good.
I wanted to. I hope she brings me a funnel cake.
You're gonna ride one of those janky rides where the bolts fall off. That's a real thrill. You want a thrill? Forget about Cedar Point or Kings Island. I'll take you to a place where the ride falls apart while you're on it. Final destination.
How was your wing festival?
Wings were good, man.
Good.
Wings were good. They were really great.
Did you see the fans that won tickets?
I did.
Good.
I did see a few of the fans that won tickets on the Buckeye show. They're having a great time. Saw Elvis Merzlikins.
Oh, Elvis was in the building.
I sat right next to, Elvis was in the building. I actually got to say that because I had the mic and I was emceeing it, and we needed Elvis to come to the stage so we could start the wing judging competition. What Tyvis asked me about, we just had the second annual Wing Fest down in Grove City at American Nitro. That was on Saturday. And they're going to be doing this on bye week, Buckeye football bye week Saturdays in the fall.
So they're going to do another one for
Absolutely. It has been a smash success. It's only 2 years into it, and this feels like a 20-year event, like with how big it was, a 9-hour event all day Saturday, right in front of their property there, right in front of their factory, big grass area set up. They had 17 teams competing for the big $1,000 prize and the brand new smoker.
Sheesh.
So it was great. You know, one team got to take home that prize, but everybody that was cooking was doing a tremendous job. They were tasty. And I got to talk wings and hockey with Elvis.
I wish I could have got some wings.
Elvis likes a Thai kind of flair to his chicken wing.
Little kick.
He likes a little bit of that kick.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I like that too. It's really, really good. Well, we had a lot going on today down at campus. We had the big press conference, but I did notice this today. One of these cool concepts that we had in the Ohio State offense could be dead before it was even really alive. We'll tell you about that next. Tyvis is in. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Papa-Pedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for the Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Fan Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
They come here illegally, crossing our southern border. Then Sherrod Brown rolls out the welcome mat for them here in Ohio. Brown voted to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, including those convicted of crimes like drunk driving, aggravated assault, and child abuse. And Sherrod Brown voted 10 times to protect sanctuary cities in Ohio, which release dangerous illegals back onto the street, making Ohio's neighborhoods less safe. And while we struggle to make ends meet, Sherrod Brown is voting to give illegals taxpayer-funded benefits, like health care for illegals granted amnesty, Social Security, COVID relief checks, even a program to fly Haitian migrants into Ohio airports, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. You think you know Sherrod Brown? Well, after 31 years in Washington, Sherrod Brown's way too liberal for Ohio. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Fair skies, light winds, and a chance of a sprinkle on this Tuesday. Otherwise, we'll keep it dry. Temperatures in the low 80s. Overnight, keeping mostly cloudy skies and mild start your Wednesday morning in the mid-60s. Partly sunny skies with a slight chance of a shower on Wednesday. Again, for the most part, we're going to keep it dry. High temperatures in the mid-80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The show where we pay people extra to host with Timmy Hall. This is the Buckeye Show.
Yes, it is. Timmy and Tyvis tonight. Tyvis is the beneficiary of that
Thank you,
tonight.
Timmy. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're really going to enjoy what's next.
What is it?
Because I know you more than anybody, you love hearing when I tell the fine folks about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
Oh, those are great people.
They are great. They are great people, right? And they are here to help you because there's a terrible condition. You don't need it. You don't want it. If you have it, you want to try to stop it. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. And you don't have to be afraid of it. All you got to do is talk to my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. It's a terrible condition. And the thing that I keep talking about is men will suffer for this for years and not seek treatment. Because you're afraid, because you're nervous about doing it. You're nervous about speaking up about it. But that's not what has to stop you because they're experts on the mental side as well as the physical side over there. So they'll be very warm, very comforting, very gentle when talking about all this. So check them out. They've got locations in Central Ohio. They've got the one in Westerville. They've got the one in Hilliard, right by Fish's house, right off of 270 and Cemetery Road, not far from where I live, where I see him for the low testosterone treatment. Don't let ED be an intimacy destroyer. It can ruin your sex life.
Yeah.
And that life can't be ruined.
No,
that life has to be nurtured, and it has to last a long time.
Yes, it does.
Long time. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some can have you last an hour or more. So call them 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you. So one thing coming up tonight, Tyvis, 648, we are going to give away a pair of Buckeye tickets.
To the game?
So
Marshall?
Yeah, Marshall tickets.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that was implied.
I mean, it could,
well, that could have been any game. You're right. You're right. Marshall tickets. Pair of tickets coming up for Saturday. Excited about the noon kickoff? Good to be back in the daytime. We haven't had a noon kickoff yet. There's always something special about it. Just getting up, getting to the pregame shows, and then playing football when the first games are beginning.
I tell you, as a player, I used to love noon kickoffs.
Sure.
The waiting around thing, I really didn't like. I know DeVere is a big 3:30 guy. I never had a problem with that, but I always they come knock on the door at 6, which I got up at 5:45 and I opened my door so they didn't knock on it. That was me and Vaughn thing. When 5:55 hit, we would leave and already head down because we was just locked in like that.
5:55.
Me and Vaughn would head downstairs at 5:55. So when they come knock on our door, we were already gone.
Vaughn's a leader. I mean, look at him.
What do you mean Vaughn's a leader?
Vaughn's a captain.
I woke Vaughn up.
Well, you know what? Then you helped him become the leader that he is today. Because every team he comes back to the Bengals after leaving for a year. He's a captain.
Yeah. Von's a special guy. But I always like to get straight to it. I don't like sitting there watching other people play. I'm ready to go, and I'm glad that the Buckeyes is going to get this noon game and get this thing going, and hopefully they pick right back up where they left off.
Yeah, that's the thing, too.
Everybody's scared off of the 1 week layoff. But
I'm not scared. I mean, it's Marshall. I'm just looking forward to seeing them continue on some of these trends. For instance, I was going to ask you, when you're doing your prep, whether it's for this show or whether it's for the Big Ten Network show, I'd imagine that's where it might come into play because you've got to be more of an expert for all of the teams in the conference.
Yes.
Not just Ohio State, or at least be totally aware of what might be brought up. Do you read game notes is what I'm going to ask. Do you go and read the actual game note packets
No, I actually do
on athletic websites?
I do my own film study. So, like, if they'll give me... Like for this week, we haven't had the meeting. We'll have it tomorrow, but he'll tell me, we're going to ask you about these 4 or 5 games. So you need to know things. So what I do is I go back and I watch the games. I go watch the last 2 games that they played, and I just watch it, and I take my own notes, and I take my own thoughts, and I assess people that's going to be like quarterbacks, running backs, the defense, where they got beat on defense, stuff like that, things that I like, things
really
that I feel like,
good stuff.
Yeah.
From Tyvis's brain.
Yeah.
I will say, though, you might want to take a gander because you get good little tidbits and tiny little factoids and a number or two, not inundating the viewers or the listeners with numbers, but just little add-ons. Like we got, Mike Bassford and Jerry Emig, the legend Jerry Emig.
Jer Bear.
Guys that work in the sports information department and the athletics department at Ohio State, that part of their job is to pour over all these notes. Isn't Jerry's Twitter and X handle something like Buckeye Notes?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a great handle. I think it's Buckeye Notes. It's a great handle.
It took me a long time to realize that was him.
I thought I'd share for you just a couple of parts because I picked up the actual physical packet today, which was cool because they had the big, packets sitting there.
Doesn't he email that to us?
Yeah, like you can get it on the website, but when you go and cover the press conference, I went to the press conference today. So I sat there and, hooked up one of our Comrex boxes and fed it back here. I'll give you this. So the little by the numbers section. I like that, right? And a lot of these are defensive. Six. This one's not defensive, but this was a good one on Chip Kelly, right? 6 rushing touchdowns versus Western Michigan, ties for the most under Ryan Day. Maryland game in 2019. The last time Ohio State scored 7 rushing touchdowns, that was a 1986 game, a 64-6 win over your guys, Utah.
Yes.
I didn't know the Buckeyes had played Utah past that Rose Bowl game.
Bodie.
How about 1950? 6 points allowed through the first 2 games is the 3rd fewest allowed by Ohio State's defense in 75 years, or since 1950. The Buckeye defense did not give up a single point through 2 games in 1963 or 1960. So
that's absurd.
That's pretty incredible. How about .16? .16. Ohio State's defense has allowed an opponent's offense to reach Ohio State's territory only 4 times this year in 24 series, just 16% of the time.
That's elite, too.
And it's now stopped 10 consecutive drives from crossing the 50. These are the kind of things this defense is doing. I want to see if they can pick up right where they left off in this regard.
Well, they better. I mean, you can't give us a great performance and then not follow it up. Like, now, don't get me wrong. Marshall's obviously a much better team than Western Michigan, but I still want to see, this defense flying around, getting takeaways, getting sacks, making plays on the ball.
All right, what I teased, I want to get your quick opinion on this because we talked about this a lot in the build-up to the season. This was one of these cool little ideas, a little wrinkle that you could see that could spice up this Ohio State offense. And I always said, and my opinion was, if the man can handle it, if he's that great of an athlete, why wouldn't you want to get the ball in his hands once or twice, whatever that may be? But right now, today, he brought it up, Caleb Downs, and you're not shocked to get a line like this at this point of the season. The focus is on, guess what? Him playing safety and him being the best possible safety he can be. Never say never. Didn't slam the door shut on later in the year. They do have him practicing some punt returns, but right now, rushing the football, helping out the offense off the table, be the best safety you can be.
I mean, that's the correct answer for right now. You know, this is something that.
But he's so good.
I know, but you still got three running backs that's been very effective when they in there.
I'm just talking about a play or two. That's it.
Next year.
Oh, don't him.
Next year.
You see the way he comes up and attacks the ball carrier.
Next year. Because at the end of the day, he is the new piece on defense, so he's still gelling with other things and chemistry. You don't want to put too much on his plate right now.
Yeah, that may be the right way to do it right now. But you always say if you've got assets, right? If you got guys that are great football players, we see what Travis Hunter can do at Colorado, and you could say, well, that's Colorado. They need him to do some things like that, but Caleb is a special football player.
That was his whole MO coming out of high school, was that he could play both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I know. All right, it's time to listen to some highlights of Ryan Day's press conference. Our friend Nicole Shearin of 10 TV, she's going to join us in studio. That'll be fun. And Day apparently is a lot like all of us during bye weeks. You'll find out what we mean next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
I've been doing this for almost 35 years. I learned everything from my grandfather. We still do everything old school. We do things the way I was taught to do them. We take care of our employees, we take care of their families, we take care of our clients. That's part of running a good business. We will always do business the right way, which I feel is the only way.
Visit Rosati Windows and save 35% on all windows.
1 in 3 student athletes gets disturbing messages from sports bettors. This threatens the safety and mental health of college athletes like Tyler.
I'm a student and an athlete. I don't deserve to be threatened over my play. If you're upset about your sports bet, don't take it out on me, because I'm more than a bet.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024.
Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Favorites are back in season this week at Meijer. Find locally grown and freshly picked apples in the produce department. Plus, get fresh from Meijer family pack boneless chicken thighs for $2.99 per pound. And Meijer potato or tortilla chips, 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. And you'll always get the same low price no matter how you shop, in-store or online. Find everything you need in just one stop when you shop at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hello. I am a serious announcer hired to deliver a serious announcement. Get an Apex Pros winter tune-up for your furnace right now for only $29. Notice we are simply giving you the facts. Just $29 to make sure your furnace is ready for the upcoming Ohio winter. We know how you enjoy our usual fun and funny commercials. Hello? Beg pardon? Well, I see no reason to bring my mother into this. Good day to you, sir. Where was I? Oh, yes. A $29 tune-up will make sure your furnace runs safely and warmly all winter. That's serious. I'm serious. That's why we're not doing the usual that you've come to expect from Apex Pros. None of this or this nonsense. $29 for a furnace tune-up from Apex Pros. The pros who knows? Knows? Is that really how you say it? The pros who...
Apex Pros, the official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The show that knows how to throw a big, giant Buckeye party. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
All right, we get to see if she knows how to do it. Timmy and Tyvis here. It's The Buckeye Show. Party on, Tyvis.
Party on, Timmy.
Party on, Bodeman.
Party on, Timmy.
And party on, Nicole.
Party on, Timmy.
Yay! It's pretty easy, right?
Yeah, you can catch on to that one.
Nicole Shearin, our sports anchor reporter with 10 TV, has sauntered into the studio. Just do a hit on TV?
I did. I'm still in my anchor dress, so
You just got that coat on.
Company
We're back on the
woman.
coat. Listen,
It's
this
hot in this
building-
studio.
It is. I'm sweating a little bit over here, but this building is cold.
you
Yes, I look like
Everybody do say this.
It's cold, y'all. Like
No,
I look
it's
like
not.
I'm dressed for the snow because that's what it feels like at my desk.
What do you think the temperature is back there where we sit?
68 degrees, maybe 67.
And that's cold?
But like there's some airflow. It's different, you know?
You're like
Well,
Natty
doesn't it
Ice.
feel great when you're
he had a coat
burning
on today.
alive outside and then you come in here and it's chilly? That's
no.
what's great about it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel great.
Wow.
Because it's like that instant shock, you know?
It's warm in here to me.
It is. I'm sweating.
I would think Tyvis, especially you as a football player, it's like in your brain where you're just stuck out there in the sweltering heat.
Yeah.
All summer long. That wasn't even a word, what I just said.
Sweltering.
Smoldering.
You know the
hot heat.
You know what the funny thing is? I was thinking about this the other day. Like when I was a kid, it'd be like 100 degrees and I'd still go outside and play and wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And now when it's like 100 degrees,
Want any part of it.
I'm
I
like,
know.
I'm staying in the house. Like,
Okay, but I have a question for you. I
Shoot
feel
from
like
here.
I've noticed where football players and, basketball players do it too, but especially football, y'all will wear sweatshirts and sweatpants and work out when it's like 100 degrees. And why do you do that?
Oh, man.
Well, there's multiple reasons. One, you can lose weight that way. Two, you want to train yourself to have heavy stuff on, so when you get in the game, it's like lighter. to
Like a
you.
batting donut.
Right.
Yeah.
See, so
Or-
that's what I'm doing at
In
my
the
desk.
on-deck circle.
Or three, you gonna want the sun directly hitting you, and it actually keeps you cooler. So like when I used to play and practice in training camps, I would always wear the baggy long sleeve shirts because once you sweat in them, it's like cooling to
That
keep
makes-
you
I got
kind
it.
of cool.
Well, that makes sense, I guess, if you're in your playing career. But I also noticed this when I was watching the Bills-Dolphins game. How hot must it have been that night in Miami? And Coach Mike McDaniels
Had a hoodie on.
is
He had a
wearing
hoodie
a
on.
hoodie, and he's
Yeah.
trying to roll the sleeves
Yeah.
up. Mike, take it off.
That's probably his thing.
he
though.
looks
Take
cool.
it off.
That's probably his
Then
thing.
wear like a nice. We have long sleeve
No, I'm saying
T-shirts.
he probably always
dry fit hoodies.
he
Like roll the
probably-
sleeves up on that.
You know how every coach have their thing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Like-
care about your thing.
like dress vest, Urban with the white jacket.
Yeah,
like
it's a thing.
it's like whatever the temperature is, that's just what I'm aware. 'cause
Brady
that's just
Hoke's
my
thing, even if it's 10 degrees, I'm just wearing my golf shirt,
Yeah.
right? Just wears the shirt.
But
All right.
Coach Combs used to do that. If it's cold, he'd wear no jacket or anything. 'Cause
Wants to show you.
Built
Yeah.
different.
Because
Right,
he
right.
said the story was
You gotta be
that-
tough.
Yeah.
He said when he was in high school, they was at like maybe a state championship or something like that, and all the guys was huddled around the heater. So he said from that moment on, he wouldn't wear a jacket to show people that the weather don't matter.
You guys
That's
make
too
me
much.
sick.
That's too
What
much.
he said.
Put your street clothes back on. No time for you guys huddled by the heater. Let's listen to some Coach Day's press conference today. Nicole, I saw you were out there. You're out there every single week. So a lot of the, aside the basic football stuff, and we got a lot of X's and O's discussion with the coach today. It was some good stuff, and you guys know you can catch it live here on The Fan every single Tuesday, right at the top of the noon hour. I heard Rothman and Ice, they always play the over-under game. It's a good little thing they do. It's great. A little wagering on it. 12:33 and 30 seconds was the over-under that Anthony set. And the under hit, I kid you not, by 4 seconds.
Wow.
He was done at 12:33:26.
Wow.
Now I'm watching it too, like, oh my God. It all depends on when Tim May is going to stop asking follow-ups. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, right?
Can we talk about how Chip called him out for that today? That was great.
One more quickie. Just saying, Ryan. I know Chip's going to come in here. It's just great. But here was a piece from Ryan. We're all wondering, what's the coach doing when you actually have a weekend this early in the season off? Do you become like us? Are you watching games? Are you watching football? He talked about getting up Saturday morning and being able to cook breakfast and hang out with the family a little bit, be a real person, be a dad. But this is when he's talking about how he does wear his coaching hat when he's watching other games and trying to get in on the scenario. I think we could envision maybe a little Kentucky, Georgia, why are you punting type of thing. What should you be doing? Here he was.
Every time it's the end of the half, every time it's a decision you made, every time it's the end of the game, you're putting yourself in that situation. And I'm actually saying it out loud sometimes. My RJ and my wife, they'll be like, kind of talking to me about it because, I just constantly say it, and I'm just talking, okay, if this thing goes down to this, down in distance, would we go for it right here? Or, is this a timeout situation? What exactly is going on here? You get the 2-minute warning situation this year, which is very different. So you try to take as many lessons as you can and try to use it as an opportunity to play that in your head because, when you're watching a game live, there's different variables that come into play. We have, hired a consultant as an analytics group to give us information. And so they'll, give us some of the situations on a week-to-week basis on what happened the week before and then give us feedback on the decisions that we made. So that's been helpful. But, yeah, really when you have an opportunity to watch a game, you're looking at it from that point of view. Again,
Nicole Shearin from 10 TV is in the studio with us, and I'm probably that guy. I know I am. Like me and my son, we love watching football, and Sarah loves to watch with us too, but we're always we make such interesting comments during the games. I'm sure Ryan probably gets a little annoying at some point in the basement, wherever they're watching.
Oh, for sure. I can just picture Ryan and, like you said, RJ and Nina sitting there watching the game. And Ryan, they're enjoying the game. They're watching it with the family. But like you said, Timmy, I go back to that Georgia-Kentucky game. There is no way that Ryan was not standing up, yelling at his TV screen, being like, what are you doing?
Was he texting Mike Stoops?
Yeah, like, he's probably like, Stoops, what are we doing here, my guy? Like, what's happening? So, yes, he always has the coach's hat on, right? And I loved what he said today because I feel like we all kind of thought the same thing. Like, it's a bye week. What do you do? Like, are you watching football games on Saturday? Are you hanging out? Like, what are you doing?
Wingfest. Yeah.
Wingfest.
Golf and a wing event.
That's a shame.
No, it's not a shame at all.
I mean, even as a player, you're watching the competition. You want to study the competition, especially, if the team that you're playing, maybe if they played the week before or one of those teams that you may see later on is future scouting. But yeah, you put yourself in those situations and man, if I was in this, if they do this, this is what I'm going to do. So when it comes, you're like, all right, I've seen this before. It's just another film session. Honest to God, because we know how we act, like in our walls, right? We can get a little weird. We can get a little different when we're with our people, So what kind of comments was he making about Michigan? I just want to know. When Michigan's, 10-point win over Arkansas State. They're switching quarterbacks now. What kind of comments did he say to RJ, his son, or whatever? He said, we going RJ for back to Coach Day. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. I mean, come on. He said, we going to run it up this year. That's what he said. We going to run it up. And I don't blame him. I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
I would go.
absolutely.
He always said he wanted to score 100. I would, if that is a possibility, I would go for it.
Here is what he gave a quick update on Donovan Jackson. We need that guy back.
Yeah, he's ready to roll. As long as we have a good week of practice, he'll be ready to go for Saturday.
That is good. He likes the way that Austin Seerveld has played in the meantime, which you got to love that. And this run game that they have, even though the numbers aren't huge for either Travion or Quinshon, you saw what Quinshon's burst was. He had an 80-yarder called back. He talked about him adapting now.
He's learned the offense. I think that there's certain things that, we do that's different than where he came from. So, learning that was something he jumped into early on. He and Travion have a great relationship. They work hard in that room. I think Carlos has done a good job of building a rapport in that room and a physicality and a toughness and a mindset. So, again, just getting started, but you can see, what he can do with the ball in his hands and the explosiveness and the power he has when he runs and in protection. I thought he did a good job, picking up a couple things too. So he's growing, he's building, but you can see, what a weapon he is for us when he's out there.
You can see why he's been one of the best backs in the country the last 2 years. Nicole, can you stay for another segment?
Yeah.
Okay, Nicole Shearin, 10 TV. We got our man Tyvis here. We're going to talk some recruiting. Oh, yeah, don't forget, coming up here in 5 minutes, we're going to give away a pair of Buckeye football tickets against Marshall for the game coming up. A nice noon kickoff. I love that. How has Ohio State's early dominance been helping one of our top recruits actually play better? We're going to talk about that as we go on the trail next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon. Even if this promo is playing in the morning, no judgment.
Ah, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say. Oh my, Bob. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for the Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
If you have an unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets, we have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
When we first started the business, there was me and one other gentleman. And in the evening, we would build the windows. My installers used to tease us because when they come pick them up in the morning, they were still warm. My employees respect me because they know that what they're doing now, I did the exact same thing. People need to see that the boss works for a living. That's part of running a good business.
Visit Rosati Windows and save 35% on all windows.
Create a safe sleep environment for your baby by using the ABCs of safe sleep. Babies are safest alone on their backs in an empty crib. Always place your baby on his or her back while sleeping, and be sure to use a firm sleep surface. Remember, room sharing without bed sharing is safest. For more information, Visit childrenandyouth.ohio.gov/infant safe sleep.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Saturday is game day on the Fan.
Sponsored by Riker Ford.
Every game, every season, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. The best kind of power is star power. Let's go on the trail.
Timmy Tyvis and our friend Nicole Shearin, our sports anchor reporter from 10 TV. She's hanging around another segment for On the Trail. How nice. So we usually, before we get to business with the On the Trail segment, I told everybody right at this time we'd be giving away a pair of tickets. So you and your favorite other person on planet Earth or in Columbus, Ohio, you will take to that game on Saturday. And we figured we'd do a little trivia this time, a little show trivia, because we've been doing a lot of just, caller number this, whatever. So, where did I make a fool of myself? Talked about this right at the beginning of today's show. I'm looking for the name of the school or the name of the team. I told a little story about how, Nicole, I would get a little nervous, and you've experienced this too, I'm sure, when you are covering a new venue,
right?
Going to a new place for the first time. You don't know where you're supposed to park. You don't know. There's orange cones everywhere. You're stressed out. You're trying to get to where you need to go to do your job. And I had a situation where I'm trying to find the post-game press area.
No.
I had no idea where I was going. First time I've ever been there. And I wound up in an actual locker room listening to a winning speech.
That's iconic.
I kid you not. Yeah.
How have I not heard this story until right now?
And I couldn't leave. when he's giving the speech. I couldn't slam a big metal door.
So when they brought it in, did you go in there and break it down with them?
Yeah, were you like, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. This team that's going to win you the day. Let's go. Let's go. All right. 821-9710. 821-9710. 614-821-9710. So let's talk quarterbacks here. We've talked about this guy a lot. I'm actually very excited because week 6 for our high school football game of the week, we're doing a Bell Fountain football game when they take on London. The Tavian St. Clair game. I hate calling it the Tavian St. Clair game.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's a special talent, but it's also going to shine some light on all of his teammates and all of the guys playing football for London.
High school football.
I know. I want to go to that.
Why don't you do it?
Why don't I do it? Because what week is it?
Next week.
Week 6?
Oh, next week.
Friday. Next Friday.
I'm in.
Are we to week 5 already?
We're in week 5.
Yeah, so next week.
I'm in Indiana.
You have to You're in Indiana. You can leave Saturday morning.
What?
Right?
It's a 3.5-hour drive.
Just get up early Saturday. Just leave after the game.
Yeah, all-nighter, man. Come on.
You'll be out west in London. Just get hop on 70 and keep on going.
No.
You're going to see those Hoosiers?
Yeah,
good.
I seen your boy Dusty May last week.
Dusty.
Got to talk to him at the desk.
Not my boy.
Just saying.
Dusty.
Not my boy.
I was asking about Roddy Gale. He stole him.
Don't say hi for me.
Said he's a good player.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's what I see.
See how good he is when he plays the Buckeyes. See if it gets in his head a little bit. I can't believe that. Tyvis is talking about the new basketball coach for Michigan that was all the talk for the Buckeyes once they decided to go with Jake Diebler, which I love the call. But, guys, we're looking at Tavian St. Clair, and I find it kind of cool he had some comments. Dan Hope from 11 Warriors was out covering his recent high school football game. And go to his account because he posted a ton of clips. He seemed to catch every single one of his good plays. He must have been filming on his phone the entire game.
Every snap.
Yeah. And then just filtered out the ones that you didn't need to see. But Tavian seems to love throwing on the move. Likes throwing on the run, even when he's going to his dominant side, and even when he's having to sort of, you think he's throwing against his body, but he makes it look so effortless. There's a play where he's out of the pocket and he's rolling to the left, and he's a righty, so he has to stop, quick plant, and just sort of flutter the ball up there. He threw a pretty little touchdown pass that was maybe a couple of feet off target, but his back or his wide receiver adjusted, made the touchdown catch back at the end zone. It was a nifty little play.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if you want to work all aspects of the game, that's fine. You know, because how many times do you ask quarterbacks to run? You know, you don't know what your offensive line is going to give you protection-wise, and you might have to move your feet, and that can't be a reason to why you can't get the ball out. Obviously, Patty Mahomes shows you all the time. It don't matter what the situation is. He knows how to get it out. So I'm not worried about that. I mean, if he's good as a pocket passer, great. But if you also got a guy that can throw it on the run, on the move, that's even better.
You know, Nicole, trying to look at the future roadmap for quarterbacks is always a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And when you think about who's here now, you're thinking about, well, Will's one and done.
Yep.
He's got to leave.
Yep.
You've got this talented transfer from Alabama. You think about, you know, by some services, the number one player in the country in Tavian St. Clair, who's a homegrown product and playing at a small school, which is just a really neat thing.
Yeah.
He's on the way. You just wonder how it's all going to shake out. But Tavian still seems super excited about being a Buckeye and watching the team play through the first 2 weeks. Just can't wait to see how it all shakes down, when he's going to get a shot.
Yeah, I always think it, and we've talked about it, you know, you kind of look at the room now of like, okay, who stays and who goes, right?
Right.
And you could do that for a long time.
Oh, and we could just we just write off Devin Brown and Lincoln are just gone.
Yeah, they're just
we do that.
gone. So if you look at it that way, and then you're like, okay, Will's one and done. I mean,
and we're not saying they're gone. That's just the point of it. We're not saying they're gone. You want to stay.
You never know, because we said no way all five was going to be here after spring, and here they are.
Sooner or later, they're not all going to be here.
They're not all going to be here. But it is exciting to look at that room and then to see a guy like Tavian who, I mean, y'all just said it, but he's got legs. He's got the scramble. He's just got it all, it seems like.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's about to get added to this already elite quarterback room where we're going to lose a couple of these guys, I mean.
So
does he do the big sunglass look like Patty Mahomes too? I feel like he does.
Tavian?
Yeah.
I
feel like when he was doing like his 7-on-7s and stuff, he wore them big sunglasses.
Did that?
Yeah, I mean he does have the headband. He's got like a nice kind of goofy haircut.
It's all Patty Mahomes.
It's good.
Stuff.
Yeah, he's the man, right? But this is what he said about how he's bringing what Ohio State's got going right now back to his own football team. He said the confidence and the swagger that Ohio State is playing with, I'm bringing that back to my team. And we just try to let them know that we can have fun out here. It's always a grind during the week, but you can have fun on Fridays. You put the work in throughout the week to have the result like we had tonight. They had a good winning performance on Friday. He said, it's always awesome to watch Ohio State play and perform the way they do and then come out here and do the same.
Is they undefeated? You know?
I don't have their record in front of me right now. They won 49 or they were leading 49-0 through 3 quarters on Friday.
Well, they probably won that game for sure.
Yes, they won. They won 56-0.
That could be an all-time.
Here, I'm looking it up. They're 4-1. They're 4-1 overall right now.
There we go.
Be a good
good solid start.
Yeah.
Good solid start for them. Here,
I like that. I like that he says that, you know?
Yeah.
He's like locked into both. I like it.
Yeah, that's what you want. And you know, Tyvis, it's always a time where you can focus a little bit on recruiting when you've got that bye week.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that assistant coaches, it's part of the gig. You got to be out paying attention to that. They're setting up more visits throughout the rest of the season.
Didn't they all like take off to go see other recruits and stuff?
Yeah, you got to do that. I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's Damola Ijidahan. He is likely going to make an official visit over the Iowa game. So he's actually a Georgia Tech commit.
What position?
He's an offensive tackle.
Oh,
he's a slob.
We need that.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Fry, right? Trying to hit some home runs right there. So they're looking to make some moves right there. Hopefully they lock that official visit up anytime. It goes both ways. It's a door that swings both ways. We have to deal with big-time commits that are still going to take official visits elsewhere.
Yep.
It's going to happen for other schools as well, so everybody gets to dance that dance. But the answer to the trivia question from before for the tickets, Wake Forest. Your boy Sam Hartman, Bodie. Story was for you.
They just remembered which side to hand the ball off. We would have won that game last year, Timmy, but what can you do?
Water under the bridge.
Oh, yeah, I don't care anymore. Whatever. I'm definitely over it.
Somebody get it? Somebody get it? Who
won? Brad Bauer, Jack's brother. He was all over it.
Jack Bauer.
Nice.
Tell me where the bomb is.
They don't make shows like that anymore, Tim.
Chloe, I need satellite coverage. All right, Nicole Shearin, 10 TV. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Till next time for sure. We're going to have an amazing quarter pole edition of the regular season college football pulse for you, as one of my new favorites is changing the attitude now. We check the college football pulse next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Here's a listener tweet. Can I tase Common Man in the nuts? Fine by us, but he may like it. Common Man and Tebow.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotion, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. Have we spent enough time telling homeowners how much the name Eco can actually mean?
Well, I did name the company that, so yes.
I mean explaining that Eco can stand for how much better we can make your plumbing, ecologically speaking.
Get Eco.
A tankless water heater, for example. Switching to tankless means your family has unlimited hot water. Shower after shower after shower, without having to use precious electricity to keep a big tank of water hot 24 hours a day. It's ecological.
Pretty good wordplay for a guy that almost failed English, don't you think?
Get Eco.
I think if more people knew they could help the planet just by taking a shower, I think we might be onto something.
That's not quite as ecological as the first thing you said, but okay.
You know, I'm working on inventing a new kind of junk mail that throws itself away.
And the planet thanks you, Jerry.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. Starting with baseball, the Guardians and Reds both got underway just a short bit ago at 6:40 in Cleveland. The Guardians aim for a fourth win in a row as they host the Twins in the second of the four-game set there. Currently, that game is scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, the Reds are hosting the Atlanta Braves tonight as they begin a three-game set there. Atlanta has jumped out to an early 3-1 lead. They're in the bottom of the first. In college football, third-ranked Ohio State is back on the gridiron this Saturday after they were idle last weekend for the first of 2 bye weeks this year. The Buckeyes will play their final non-conference game of this season as they host Marshall this coming Saturday. Kickoff at the Horseshoes at noon. Our pregame coverage will get started nice and early for you on Saturday morning at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And week 3 of the NFL this coming weekend, the Browns host the Giants on Sunday at 1 p.m. and the Bengals host the Commanders on Monday night at 8:15. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hour 2 of the Buckeye Show is upon you here. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, our wonderful producer, and our friend, the Bode Man back there. Boys, that was a fun hour.
Yeah, it was.
We
It
make
went fast, too.
we make the second hour just as fun as the first. It's all going to depend on you, Bodie.
Uh-oh. Set the tone.
It's all tone setter.
This is the first drive of the game here, Timmy. We're not trying to go 3 and out.
You need to be like Kevin Stefanski and score on opening drives all the time.
Is there anything
Except
worse?
for last week.
He scored last.
Stop.
Well, not Dallas week. You're right about that.
Is there anything worse than when you are super excited to watch your team play the game you're ultimately invested in, and you do start with a whimper of
pass,
a 3-yard,
punt.
3 and out?
Sweet.
Like you don't even gain a
Great
yard.
job, guys.
Yeah.
14 minutes, 35 seconds left on the clock, and it's just we're already giving the ball away.
Or your quarterback throws a good ball that's a first down and it's dropped, right in somebody's hands.
Coming out sharp.
Joe Burrow, had one of those balls in a critical situation. He threw it to Mike Gesicki. I don't know how closely you guys were watching that Bengals-Chiefs game.
2 plays later, there was a scoop and score the other way. It killed him.
Yeah. So you know exactly the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it was that drive. Plays like now, does that absolve Joe from putting the ball on the deck when he gets sacked? No, of course not. He had to hang on for a couple milliseconds more and get those knees to the ground while securing the football. But Mike Gesicki catches a perfectly thrown ball on 1st and 10 for an 11 or 12-yard gain. You're in rhythm. You're confident. You're already near midfield. Instead, you know that second down play is going to suck, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like when you drop a first down ball on first down, you know that second down play is going to be pure trash.
I feel like something that's worse is in a 2-minute situation when the defense has a chance to intercept the ball and they drop it.
Yeah.
It is by far.
You'll lose.
Bodie know that happened when we played Notre Dame last year.
If you're in a game where a field goal will win and you drop the interception chance, you'll lose the game.
I promise you, that's a fact.
It is.
It's a fact. If you drop the interception, you're going to lose the game 100% of the time. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's a stat that's been jotted down, but next time you watch a game in a 2-minute situation, if the dude drop it, they're going to lose.
Did you see my post right before Kansas City takes control late in that game, right before they get the ball back? I didn't know how, but I just said every single Bengals fan knows what's coming.
They're going to win this.
We're going to lose. That's
They
simple as that.
But they did.
They did.
But it wasn't like Mahomes drove them right down the field. I mean, 4th and 16.
Right. But
can't ask for much more.
Here's my.
They did.
But they did.
I know this is the college football pulse, and I promise, we got time. We'll get to a lot of good stuff.
All these guys played in college.
They all right. Texas Tech. All right, it's a college segment. So here's the thing: if you want to get some of these so-called good graces, and I do believe that there are some. I mean, if you just look at it, it was 8-4 penalties in favor of Kansas City. We can nitpick everything. We're going to have the Zapruder film guys that are going to take, did you see this guy get held on this play? We're going to do that all throughout the game.
I'm so tired of screenshot football. Like, here's
screenshot football.
Here's a hold. Here's a
Right.
You could do it every single play. I know. Like, teams get away with calls. I get it. And sometimes it's for your team, and sometimes it's against. It sucks, man. I know.
Sometimes
but if you
it's
wanted
egregious.
and you're right. And there are times where there are blown calls. But you seriously could pause basically every passing play, especially obvious passing downs, 3rd and 10 plus and whatnot,
and find that
be
hold.
Like, there's a hold.
Yep.
There's a hold.
Now,
and you screenshot because that's exactly how officials are supposed to call the game is freeze frame by freeze frame.
Like you said, Tyvis, some are egregious, like Trey Hendrickson in a headlock.
Yeah, that's egregious.
That one sticks out a little bit, and you're wondering. But the thing is if you want to be like the Chiefs, then go and choose to be like the Chiefs. Go and There was a time where the Chiefs weren't that. The Patriots were that.
Yeah.
Now the Patriots are not that. The Chiefs are that. If you want to go and win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and get into the good graces of all the zebras out there.
It starts with the quarterback.
It starts with one.
Get to the segment.
It was also 4th and 16, and that was pass interference. I don't even have a dog in the fight, but that was pass interference.
They called it,
and you got it's 4th and 16, man. You got to get off the field.
Defensive pass interference? No, it wasn't.
Yeah, says the former defensive back.
The Chieftains refs called it a PI, and the game ended, and we all knew what was coming as Cincy fans, and they lost that game because the offense didn't hold on to the football. Dropped some footballs in that game. Jamar Chase took a penalty that you could not
on a penalty
take.
that
he did.
I'm not really sure why he was so upset.
Getting tackled in a fierce way. Now, Joe Mixon should have been pissed
that was
for the hip drop tackle.
No, I have no idea
that was the definition of the hip drop.
And he says the ref looked at him and said, no, it was not a hip drop. Joe Mixon with the Texans now.
You know what? I respect the ref who said that.
He just said, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
They said that they're not doing it by call. Like, they're just finding them now. I don't
understand. I honestly don't understand.
You're not going to get the call for the hip drop call, but they going to fine you. So you know you did it because you get, which that's worse. I'd rather take the penalty.
That I don't know how officials are supposed to call that.
I'd rather take the penalty, Bodie. Don't take it out of my check.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you.
All right. So now we talk college football.
All right, guys. Our boy. We know him. We love him. The Roll-Aid drinkers, we're having a great time this season.
The Kool-Aid is red, and it is delicious.
This is kind of what you get when you hire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you kind of get.
This is what you get. They fell apart at the end of last year.
Love you, Matt.
When they were so close to going to a bowl game. But I don't think they're going to miss a bowl game this year. And, in fact, they might have it through 6 games, potentially. We'll see. But
it's a big game this week.
They're 3-0. And then on Friday night, this coming Friday night, Big Ten Friday nights. I kind of love it. They're going to play number 24 Illinois, another team that I would not have guessed would have been ranked at this point.
I can't believe
Battle of ranked.
8 p.m. kickoff on Friday night. The Children of the Corn, they are favored by 8. If you are so inclined.
I'll tell you what, Brett Bielema he's a good coach. I don't know what Illinois has. I know they have the quarterback is decent, and that's about all I know. But they're 3-0.
That's all I know.
So how are your friends in the Big Ten this week? I know you listen to Matt and James and Luke and Brett and Greg. I'm just doing. We're on the first name basis with all of our Big Ten football coaches,
I'd like
guys.
to
That's
once again thank James Franklin for thanking me for coming out to cover Penn State football. I just really appreciate every week he lets me know through the video. Thanks for coming out to cover our team, cover Penn State football. No, James, thanks you.
He kind of projects too, doesn't he? Just want to thank you guys coming out here covering Penn State football, and we got a good week of practice.
We played Delaware this week. Some guys who stand out. Number 6, the linebacker.
Who are they playing? Kent?
I don't know.
I think they playing Kent.
You might be right.
Yeah, I think it is. It is.
They play Bowling Green and now Kent. Who's scheduling they stuff?
Hey, we just played Northern Illinois, and then we play Miami, Ohio this Saturday.
This is
trying to get to 1-1 against the MAC.
Speaking of those friends, let's go back to Matt Rule. This is where he sees the difference in his program right now, in that against Northern Iowa, it's not just about how they won that game, but he could feel that his team really didn't like the way they started that one, and it's about playing a certain kind of football.
I think that was something that really kind of bothered us. Even at halftime, I was very calm and stoic at halftime. I was like, hey, you're going to win the game. What's bothering you guys right now, which is a really great thing. I'm so happy that it bothers us. Like, we're not just happy to win. Now we're starting to play to a standard and understand, like, when we're not playing to the standard, it really bothers us. So, giving up a long drive and giving up 3 points in the first drive really bothered them. And that means that our guys are maturing, and they're not just playing, they're not just playing to, for the result. They're playing for the way that they play. So
get serious here. I think Nebraska's a good football team. I think they're taking a step to a good football team. I'm not getting carried away. A lot of this is just kind of having fun. I do think Matt Rule is a nice hire. He is one of my guys. I'm serious about that. I think this is a nice spot for whatever Nebraska can be in the future. They're never getting back to that Tom Osborne Nebraska. But with 12 spots in the college football playoff,
chance.
I just think it's no chance. If he does, I welcome that. I would not be ashamed to see Nebraska back on the college football block and mean business.
Think about this, though. It starts with the quarterback. If I'm a recruit, right?
Like you got Dylan Raiola.
Exactly. So right now, this would be the time that they could actually persuade people to come to Nebraska. Because if I'm a receiver, okay, I got Dylan Raiola throwing me the ball. If I'm an O lineman, I'm blocking for one of the top quarterbacks. So this is actually a time where they can change things in the transfer portal. It's becoming a spot where it's like I can go to Nebraska and I could be successful and we can win games and stuff like that. So I wouldn't rule out that they won't get back.
Pun intended. Rule out.
Y'all funny. Y'all sick.
My prediction is they make a playoff under him.
I could see that.
Whenever that is, that's my long-term prediction. They make the playoff.
Nebraska, unfortunately, would have been much better off if we stuck with the old Big Ten. With East and West, they didn't have the Pac-12 schools because they are a team that could have won the West on a regular basis.
You got to want the fight.
Well, hopefully Matt Rule wants it. So
I want that team that won't take the test.
I wasn't expecting.
Bodie, give me the next two headlines.
All right, next
couple big ones here. Let's get them in.
Yes. Going down, guys. What were you doing back in the fall of 2008?
Nothing.
Tyvis?
Probably playing football.
Radio in North Carolina.
All right, so that before this week, right now, that was the last time that the Texas Longhorns were ranked number 1 in the AP poll. Their last game was number 1. I think most people probably remember it. That was against Texas Tech, and that sorry bleeping receiver, Michael Crabtree, scored that touchdown with about 2 seconds left.
Sorry-ass receiver.
He's a sorry-ass receiver like Crabtree after
What are you doing sending him out here?
They are up to number 1 in the poll. Georgia falls all the way down to number 2 over their very close win over Kentucky. That's followed by Ohio State, Alabama, and Ole Miss. Whole lot of SEC up there. But Texas back in the polls at number 1. They'll be going to Arch this week because Quinn Ewers is out with a abdominal injury. Arch, granted, it's UTSA, but he looked really good when he came into that game Saturday night. He's got some wheels that his two uncles did not have, for sure. But,
Cooper did, though. Cooper was the receiver and the athlete before he got hurt.
And they play. I can't remember who they play off the top of my head, admittedly, this weekend. It's a cupcake before they dive into the non-conference.
It's like Monroe,
so
UL Monroe.
They probably want,
like
I think that sounds right, Timmy, but you probably want yours back, but Arch is not a bad backup to turn to for the number 1 Texas Longhorns.
I agree with that.
Our man, our lovely producer, Bodie Wells, on the College Football Pulse, killing it like he always does. With all the noise C.J. Stroud made on Sunday with that spectacular throw on the run, there was something after the game that caught everyone's eye. We'll tell you what that was next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Hey, Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Dormar, your climate hero.
Dorn, what's that guy yelling about in my noisemaker?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Your climate hero, you fossil?
What's a climate hero?
That's Dormar, our same-day heating and AC company we've used for 60 years.
Who?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Come on, Dad, you laugh every time you hear their tidy-whitey commercials.
Yep, those are funnier.
Dormar, your climate hero.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies, light winds, and temperatures in the low 80s on this Tuesday. We'll see mostly cloudy skies overnight, keeping temperatures mild Wednesday morning, waking up to the low to mid 60s. We'll see partly sunny skies on Wednesday, the very slight chance of a sprinkle. Otherwise, we'll keep it dry again with highs in the mid 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Hating Michigan is our favorite national pastime. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, happy Tuesday to all you fine fans. Whenever the show is finished, and if you missed any of it at all, 5-10 minutes after it's done, you just go to wherever you get your audio. Whatever platform that is, search up the Buckeye Show. It's right there, isn't it, Tyvis?
Yeah, it is. Shout out to Bodie for giving the fans what they want and not keeping them waiting. You are beloved by everybody that listens to the Buckeye Show.
Bodie is the man. And a lucky listener tonight is going to see Ohio State take on Marshall. Mr. Bauer, right? So Brock Bauer? Bob Bauer?
That was Brad.
Brad! Oh, I knew it was Brad.
Brock Bauer.
I got Bauer, though. All right, so that's going to be fun. We'll have another pair of tickets to give away tomorrow night, so do not forget about that. 6:48 tomorrow night, we'll give away another pair of tickets to the Ohio State Marshall game. Tyvis, did you get to check out a lot of that Texans-Bears game?
It was actually really good. CJ was making throws.
It was a fun game, wasn't it?
The way the stuff he does.
I know, man. I know.
Like, the accuracy is it's ridiculous. Like, he's so calm and collective. Like, the one play where he scrambles and then throws like that.
Yeah, I know.
You just got to laugh at it. Like, this man is crazy. Like, wow.
So that play is all over Twitter, right?
Yeah, it is.
I put that one on my Twitter account, and I actually was I have my CJ Stroud feels going because I'm thinking about that game. That game ended, and I was up. And it might have even been yesterday. Yeah, I think I made this post yesterday because I'm thinking about CJ Stroud all the time. Like, it's not even normal how often I'm thinking about CJ. Wasn't able to snag him in my fantasy draft, but boy, did I want him. But I posted, we actually had a tweet that actually what I would call went Buckeye show viral. And what would you guys set the numbers at for something to go Buckeye show viral? This is from the Buckeye show Twitter and X account. Like,
how
what
many
do you
views?
Yeah, like what would your numbers be? Because we have about 12,000 followers, which is nice.
Double your
we appreciate
followers.
that.
Double your followers. That's viral.
Okay,
views-wise,
that's
I would
viral
say
to you.
A couple 100,000, maybe.
Oh wow, couple 100,000.
Well, with that For You tab, you get sucked in.
I was thinking Buckeye show viral would be 1,000 likes and 100,000 views. That's what I would say. Well, anyway, it did past that, what you were saying. We got 230,000 views here on a clip of CJ's play. When I say CJ's play in the Georgia game, do we think of the same play? Like, do you know the play that I'm talking about when I just say CJ Stroud's play in the Georgia game?
I remember
which specific one that was.
I remember he did something, but I it's been so long since
Can you actually see it over here on my screen? I mean, you'll know it. Like, this play.
It's like
second down and 9 in the second quarter.
Sack or something?
I mean, 3 sacks.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Linebacker speeding up to him like a bullet, and he just calmly throws the ball to Marvin in the back right corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
Yep. I remember
that play. I just said, I've seen enough. Yeah. This man can play. This man can make it in the NFL. You can evade that kind of pressure and stay calm and get out of the pocket, but still throw an accurate ball. Right, because your guy was open. You have an elite wide receiver there. He's breaking free from his DB. Just make the throw. Make the throw.
The crazy thing is, they watched that game and he didn't go number 1. That to me.
It's the Panthers. It's the Panthers.
You watched that game and you telling me against the best defense in college football, and he shredded them. And you didn't take him number 1. That to me, that's a fatal flaw. Like, that's a tactical error.
So I popped one question at the press conference today because it was a 33
you
minute.
Were there.
It was a 33-minute press conference coming off the bye week, going into the Marshall game.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked something sort of off the table, like not about the team, but something connected to Ohio State, which was CJ Stroud.
Okay.
And I had that play in my mind, and I just went with a coach. I didn't call him coach. I called him Ryan. Is that fine?
Sure.
I mean, he's not my coach. All good with the respect and all that, the titles and everything. I just said, Ryan, did you see that ridiculous throw that CJ Stroud made when he was on the run and he's being thrown to the ground? And what did you say when you saw it? So this is what he said.
No, I actually didn't see it. I did watch a few of the plays, and somebody had said to me, but he just made a sick throw, but I never caught it with my eyes. But I did text him after the game, and just proud of the way he's handled himself, the way he's endeared himself into that organization, the way he's built hope into that organization, and the way guys are rallying around him, the way he's playing. Just couldn't be prouder of the way he's going about his business on a day-to-day basis, and he's got a lot of people here pulling for him.
When he said that, I thought to myself, and I didn't ask a follow-up, it went on. How did he miss that play? Right? I mean, how did he not see? If you saw highlights of the game, how did that one escape? I mean, do you think he's watched it now?
Oh, he had to.
I would think so.
I'm sure somebody tweeted it. Somebody tweeted it to him, texted to him. Like, you would have had
to. You got to watch that play. Like,
that. It's
That's
unbelievable. Yeah. Like CJ, and it's not like CJ's the fastest guy. That's the part that makes it so funny to me is that he's not fast. He just does a great job of maneuvering in the pocket and making guys miss. And it's the fact that when he's on the run, running for his life, he's just so calm in the throw. Like it's like he breathes and then just flicks the wrist and boom, it's on the money. Like that, it's funny. It's funny. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disservice.
So the thing that people are starting to really respect about CJ Stroud as well is the kind of guy he is off the field and where he is mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mental focus and just your attitude and how that affects your effort and your output. That's a huge thing about being a professional athlete. I think anyone that's had major success would tell you that. It's got to all be connected. And what he's able to do in talking to another number 1 overall pick, who, again, it's 2 games. We don't have to do Bryce Young things yet with Caleb Williams. It's 2 football games. But they clearly were having a conversation, and CJ was in his ear, and they had a really nice handshake, look in the eyes when they left. And CJ was asked about what he was saying to Caleb Williams, and this caught a lot of people's attention.
Just told him that, everything that got you here is going to take care of you in the long run. Don't put your head down. Don't let a hard time humble you, and just keep going. It's not going to be easy, but, you got picked at 1 and for a reason because they trust you and they believe in you. So, I wish him the best, but, I definitely think that he'll be better as he goes on.
That's just a cool thing to say. One athlete to another. Just to keep your head up type of talk.
I remember when he had in the offseason, they had asked him about Bryce Young, and he said something similar about Bryce Young. Like he knows that they're always going to be compared and whatnot, but he said that Bryce Young was picked number 1 for a reason. So he just got to continue to remember that. And obviously,
what about now, CJ?
Well, I mean, a lot of people looking at that wrong in a negative light. I think they're doing it to kind of save him because things aren't going well. So, you're putting him behind a veteran and letting him learn a little bit because I think he was forced into action and I don't think he was quite ready.
Did you see our boy Sam Block was at it again?
What'd he say?
Sam Block, the Buckeye lover. Buckeyes will never do any wrong. We got to pump him up even when we're not playing well and not doing the right things.
What'd he say?
This was a good. Justin Fields is 2-0, right? We could be happy for Justin Fields, and we hope that he does well.
Steelers defense is.
I know, Bodie. I know.
Okay.
All right.
I apologize. Continue.
So Sam Block says the guy you can't win is 2-0. The guy you can't win with.
Okay, I was going to say that's not English. But.
That's not English. The guy who turns it over has 0 turnovers. The guy who's disliked is loved in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields was never the problem.
Build the statue.
And it's just a nice photo of Justin smiling. It's great. 41,000 likes, 2.4 thousand retweets. And then the first comment is, as a Steeler fan, I could tell you our defense is 95% of the
Well, Cam Hayward. Yeah, that's why.
Cam Hayward.
That's why.
Buckeye, baby.
Yeah, the greatest defensive lineman in the history of the league.
The first comment.
I love that guy.
Sammy, I love you, man. Gotta keep it positive, man. Keep it positive. We've got a chance to make Ohio State athletics better and one of T-Bone's neighbors very happy at the exact same time. We'll tell you how. Next, it's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you don't like listening to Morning Juice, Bobby Carpenter's man nipples will punch you in the face. For real.
You want to fight, do you? Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Let's get something straight. I'm not here to convince you to use cannabis or to try cannabis. I'm here to tell you that since medical cannabis is legal in this state, Verihill can help you get your medical cannabis card with no hassle if you qualify. Just go to Veriheal.com, meet with a state-licensed medical doctor online, and, if approved, get your card. There's no fee if you don't qualify, so check it out today. Veriheal. Veriheal.com.
To Central Ohioans, fall means one thing, football. At Sears Heating and Cooling, fall also means one thing, furnaces. We're not plumbers or electricians. Nope. For 74 years, we've been your Central Ohio heating and cooling experts. Need an electrician or plumber? We'll gladly give you a referral, but we won't pretend to be your one-stop shop for all the trades. We're HVAC experts, and our mission is to provide the highest quality service at the best possible price. That's the local advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears Heating and Cooling. Online at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff, and one station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care, is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The home of Big Ten championships and future first-rounders. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis rolling along here on a Tuesday. Of course, you know you can watch the show. If you were out and about, you had some flag football practices or whatever the heck you're into on a Tuesday, you're picking up the food, heading back. Be sure, like if you have us on the radio and you're going home, flip it on over to YouTube. And then you can watch us on the big screen. You know football tonight. They're on the Buckeye Show, right? All the way till 8 o'clock. And then you would see our guy, Tyvis Powell, who still has food on his face.
No, I don't.
He walks back into the studio. We have a 4 to 5 minute commercial break. What could happen out there? There's nobody here. And he comes back into the studio with a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I said, Tyvis, where the hell did you get that?
Yeah. It's good. It's good people out there,
Where did you get it?
A friend gave it to me.
A friend. A friend. All right, fine. I'll say it. Andrew Kinsey. You guys watch on 10 TV, the anchor. Overbought, which I didn't even know if that was possible. Overbuy at Popeyes. I'm eating every single crumb. If I'm getting an order at Popeyes.
He's trying to.
Oh, he's very thin.
Exactly.
He's very thin.
He's trying to make sure he, keep his shape.
What was his intent there? Like, where was that chicken sandwich going to go if you weren't there?
I was out there shooting, and he walked in, and I was like, Popeyes, that's a good choice. I might stop and get that on the way home. He said, I got a chicken sandwich. You want it? And I was like, you ain't got to do that. He said, no, you can have it.
You're like,
don't threaten me with a good time.
You're like Paul Rudd sitting on the bench in the Avengers. Hulk just walks right past and just gives him a couple of tacos.
Yeah.
Didn't even ask for him.
Yeah.
So here you go, sitting there, you're hungry. Take a couple tacos.
I must have looked hungry.
This man looks like he could use a chicken sandwich. And you said, you know me so well. Yeah. Noticed you just ate that thing, no questions asked, and you're always on a diet.
Who am I to,
You just break the rules?
Turn it down. Like, why would I do that?
It's a chicken sandwich. It's not healthy for you.
It's disrespectful for somebody to offer you food and you turn it down.
I agree. It's also disrespectful to your body not to enjoy some of the fine things that this life has to offer, like delicious foods, eating for fun. Wasn't that fun?
No.
You just shoved a sandwich into your face at 7:34 in the evening.
It wasn't fun.
Did you have dinner before the show?
No.
So you just ate a big snack. You'll ruin your dinner. That's what Mom would say.
This could be my dinner.
That's not your dinner. We both know that.
This is my dinner.
No.
One chicken sandwich.
Tyvis, what's for dinner?
Well, my wife went to the fair with the kids, so I really am on my own.
Oh, you don't get no dinner tonight. Boy, we sound like a couple of men from the 50s, don't we?
There it is.
Not going to have your dinner? Lauren, what are you doing?
She's out there.
He's going to be hungry.
Up to nowadays.
Oh,
he's just kicking game-winning field goals.
Kicking game-winning field goals on the Bengals. Shut up, Bodie. Bodie,
okay.
Our commercials are in the break, all right?
All right.
You're bad for Ohio. You know that?
Politics-free destination.
You stop it. So, little facility talk today. Little facility upgrade talk. We have had our eye on this one, and we wonder when it's going to happen. So after the press conferences on the football side were done today, Tyvis, the head women's hockey coach, Nadine Muzerall, came to the podium.
Nice lady.
Very nice lady. And she's a really good coach, more importantly than how nice she is. And she has got, I didn't know this about her coaching style. She has got that dog in her.
Oh,
like
really?
In the way that she coaches.
Really?
You need to Google up some of her pregame speeches and how she gets her team ready.
I gotta do
She's
that. She's such a nice lady.
She's so nice, but she's the type of coach where she's like, girls, like, we are going to come at them, and we are not ever going to stop coming at them all game long, every single shift.
We are the greatest hockey team in the world.
Yes.
I like it.
That's right. You think that we're going to, skate the Swedish B team to a 2-2 tie? You're kidding me. You got another thing coming.
See,
no, she coaches that way. She coaches them not, unfairly, but tough and hard, and she's passionate.
That's actually,
really passionate.
That's actually surprising. That's like, how you look at somebody and you be like, oh, they probably, they're not going to be that aggressive. Like, that's how I feel about Jim Knowles. I wonder, does he yell? He's so,
sometimes you can be serious.
He's so
and
laid back.
You can be serious and tough.
Talks like this, so,
Yeah, I know.
So, like, when I would love to see him fired up.
He should do a lemonade ad with you, right?
On Saturdays, when we're out there in the horseshoe, all I think about is a nice, tall, ice cold glass of country time and lemonade with the boys,
Jeez. You done yet?
That's how he talk.
Here, Jimmy, what do you think of Arvell Reese?
He has made tremendous improvement.
You know what? That audio sucks. Yeah. Off mic.
He sounds just like how I just said.
Mm-hmm. He does, doesn't he?
And I would love to know if he yells.
Sweet voice.
Does he yell?
Maybe he doesn't. But just because you don't yell, what I was going to say, doesn't mean you can't be a tough coach.
Every coach I had yelled.
Every single one.
At Ohio State.
Kerry Combs yelled.
Yes. Man cursed me out every day. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Him, Fick, Coach Ash, Everett Withers.
All
of them.
Didn't he go to James Madison as the head coach when he left here?
Yeah. Took the head coaching job at James Madison.
So here's Nadine Muzerall. She gave us everything that she knows about the status of a new hockey arena for their team. When I talk about facility upgrades, that's the deal. And by the way, Nadine Muzerall is T-Bone's actual neighbor. Like they drive by each other's homes all the time, out in the yard. Kids are playing.
Oh, that's nice.
Lovely Nadine Muzerall and Jonathan T-Bone Smith.
Small world.
Neighbors, yeah. Just a perfect neighborhood. So here she was, status of the new hockey arena.
I haven't heard too much. I know that there's a couple more meetings coming, and I'm just going to leave it in the hands of our administration right now. But they know we want one. And I was just going to say, and the girls have deserved one. So we do know that it's a Title IX issue, and we're after it. And if you know of anybody that wants to donate and, get us a rink. But we do need one. We want one, but we've had a lot of success without one. So when we recruit, I continue to recruit that blue-collar kid that shouldn't be the reason you choose a school.
That was the thing that I liked, and I really hope this goes their way. And this has been something we've had our eye on, and there has been some traction.
Yeah.
It's at least being talked about now.
Yeah, they definitely earned it. I mean,
oh my God.
They have for the past 3 years.
100 wins, Tyvis.
They have been unbelievable.
100 wins.
They should be like, how they next up,
years.
like they should be at the top of the list of people that need an upgrade facility because they've won. Didn't they win 2 nationals?
2 natties, and they lost in the national championship game in the middle.
Yeah, they've way overdue. Way overdue.
And what she said about blue collar, that's what she was talking about. Like before these last 3 years came around and she started to get some better talent in the system. She'd done a good job at Ohio State. I think she'd had a couple of Frozen Four appearances, but clearly you go back 3 seasons and that's when the dominance, like the dynasty level stuff, started to pop up. 100 victories in 3 seasons here. I think to just 16 losses and 2 national championships. And in the middle, like I said, lost in the national championship game.
What was the Wisconsin?
I think it was. And then they beat Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But it was, she said, we're coaching them the exact same way. We're coaching like we're not the better team. Like you have to get to every single puck and do the dirty work and do everything to the fullest of your ability and to the fullest of your energy levels all the time. And when you combine that with immense talent, you're seeing you could be virtually untouchable. And they don't have a hockey arena. You go up to the Minnesota women's team, they have their own exclusive hockey arena. And I don't think anyone's asking for that. You would like a multi-use, and you need to talk to Coach Rollick about what the men's needs are and look at that data and that research and see what the numbers would be for big-time men's hockey games and find something that's good for both.
Well, I can tell you, when I did my Tyvis tries and I went up against the 2 women hockey players from Ohio State, they abused that 5 shot. I could not stop that. Like they knew it. They found out what my weakness was.
5-hole Tyvis?
I could not do nothing with it.
Couldn't get the stick there? No. No, you couldn't.
Water, sunshine. We're stretching, and you're a kicker. Like 2 hands.
Yeah, your guy, Kerry Combs. He could yell. The very best with the Bucks on the social fronts. Hashtag Buckeyes coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Come on over
heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO, coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town-properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Dick from Dayton says, listen to the Ryan Day Show. Paul Keels and Jim Lachey join Coach every Thursday from noon to 1.
Presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint, and official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan.
When you travel, they always say, get a room with a view. And there's no better way to travel than in a roomy new Toyota, like the best-selling RAV4. Now through September 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 2024 RAV4. Or lease a RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dormar, your climate hero.
Dorn, what's that guy yelling about in my noisemaker?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Your climate hero, you fossil?
What's a climate hero?
That's Dormar, our same-day heating and AC company we've used for 60 years.
Who?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Come on, Dad, you laugh every time you hear their tidy-whitey commercials.
Yep, those are funnier.
Dormar, your climate hero.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Favorites are back in season this week at Meijer. Find locally grown and freshly picked apples in the produce department. Plus, get fresh from Meijer family pack boneless chicken thighs for $2.99 per pound. And Meijer potato or tortilla chips 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. And you'll always get the same low price no matter how you shop, in-store or online. Find everything you need in just one stop when you shop at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222 today.
Timmy and Tyvis bringing it home on a little Tuesday here. Get the air guitars out. Tyvis, what are we looking at here with the Buckeyes on the social fronts?
Well, it was
what do you got in front of you?
From our friends at 11 Warriors, they tweeted out that on this date in 1873,
September 17th,
Ohio State first opened to students. At the time, it was known as Ohio Agriculture and Mechanical College.
Yes.
That's great. 1873. Wow, I can't even fathom that far back, to be honest with you.
No, I can't either, man. That's so close to the end of the Civil War. It's not even funny.
And it was such a great time.
Great time.
Was it?
Great time to be alive, right?
I'm sure it was the best, but
could you just imagine being back there in 1873?
Civil War, born in the Civil War.
At least we won.
At least we won, right? And it's just like it was a clean victory. There was no ramifications, you know. They never waved the flag again. It just ended right there.
Yeah.
We're all back to being a big happy family right at that point in time. Yeah. The Ohio Agricultural and Mechanical College.
You like that?
From 1870 to 1878.
Do we specialize in agriculture and mechanical stuff?
I would.
Mechanical engineering.
That's the safe assumption when that is in the name right there. Yeah. The old Land Grant Research University. That is the Ohio State University. All right, that's a good one, Tyvis. You know, I can sort of make this about the Buckeyes because it's a Big Ten tweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not focusing on Ohio State here. I just thought this was one that caught my eye, and I had to save it.
Is it about the Rule?
No, it's not about Matt Rule. I don't want to do too much Matt Rule in one show. You guys, you know that. So this one's about your guy.
James.
Kurt, no.
We're done being great.
They are done. There's a new man in town. There's a new guy in the conference, Kurt Signetti.
Is that the Indiana coach?
That's the Indiana coach. Boy, hosting a Big Ten tailgate.
I'll be there next week.
Asking me who the Indiana coach is.
I'll be there next week.
You better do your research.
I better. They got a game against who is?
You don't even know who
it's a green team. I can't think of who it is though off the top of my head.
You've got a lot of research to do.
I'm on Washington this week, so I ain't.
The week after.
Yeah,
the week after.
Who do they play?
Let's see. Indiana, the Hoosiers. They've got Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then you're there for the Maryland game on the 28th, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, did you see what ESPN's little predictor machines did with Indiana's chances here? They've got a 23.4% chance to make the college football playoff. That sounds insanely high.
Let me look at
for the Indiana Hoosiers.
Let me look at their schedule.
Higher than Clemson, LSU, and Michigan. Yeah.
Well, they got to play.
Amazing.
They got to play Ohio State, the Wolverines.
Oh, the
Nebraska.
The hits are coming. Yeah. The hits are coming.
Yeah. I tell you what. They beat Nebraska. They for real.
I'll tell you what, because we talk about this, like Bodie and I, we scan Big Ten coaches' press conferences throughout the week.
Is he good?
We pull audio. Skip Mossick does the great Today in Ohio College Football show on Saturday mornings. And you hear a lot of clips. We're done being great. You hear a lot of clips from the coaches and the Ohio MAC coaches as well. And I got to tell you, this clown show that's going on at UCLA, this has got to stop. But I'm gonna play you a clip, and I saved this for Skip, and I actually put a label on it in all caps. I said, "Worst audio ever. Please do not play." But I just wanted him to hear it in case he wanted to transcribe something that the coach said. This is what they're actually putting on TV. This is where they're recording their weekly press conference outdoors by some loud generators, wind, machinery, no microphone for Coach Foster. He seems like he's in over his head, by the way, getting blasted by Indiana. And this is how your press conference sounds. This is a Big Ten football program. This is UCLA, a Jordan brand, for God's sakes.
I just told him to keep that feeling that you had as soon as the game was over.
What is this?
Follow the run and have it out here every day this week and find a way to just not have that feeling. But you can't just.
What is this?
It was tough.
Can you hear anything he's saying?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Addressed it. I think my guys are
that sucks.
I can hear. It's not that bad.
It sucks. It's not. It's unprofessional. It is bad. It is bad. I would never air it.
He said he's in over his
And this is what Lincoln Riley sounds like. They have an actual studio. They have this weekly show. They've got hosts. He's got a microphone jammed down his throat. Like, this is how clean Lincoln Riley's weekly audio sounds.
I don't think you can ignore it. It's a big game. I mean, it is. It's for a lot of reasons. I mean, in any year it would be a big game, but you go, first Big Ten matchup, you taking, arguably the two most iconic brands, in the conference and two of the most iconic brands in the sport.
Yeah. A little bit of a difference
Big Ten
there.
football press conference.
That's a professional.
Every single MAC.
That's a professional endeavor there.
Among the 6 Ohio MAC schools is literally 1,000 times better than what UCLA is doing. I don't understand how that's possible. Even Akron, they'll have like 2 reporters there, ask a total of 7 questions, and it still is better than that.
It's a wonder USC has kicked UCLA's ass for so long. Football, the difference like that. Tyvis,
y'all being too hard.
See you in a couple days, buddy.
See you in 2 days.
Bodie, our fine producer, see you tomorrow night. We'll be here at 6. Coming up next, a little thing called You'll See on The Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks